Word to your mother, it's your boy R to the Assman, Razzmann, coming at you hot with another episode of Private Purgatory. And of course, I'm not alone, I'm here with Faust.
Hey guys.
We want to stress this each time. This series immensely depends upon you. Send us those replays, even though only 5% of those are actually fitting for Private Purgatory.
Especially since we need to go through a lot to find some decent games to cover.
Yeah. But you know what they say, just throw a lot of shit at something and something at the end it's gonna stick. I don't even know what I'm saying.
God. There's
terrible.
a 5-stack of ZTQ62Gs. I'm already liking this one. And a 4-stack of ZDZ
88s. Is he playing?
Is this just gonna be a tank rush through mid?
Probably.
It's not armored, is it?
No, it's not armored. I don't think it's Modo either. The other guy is playing Entente, nothing special. No, it's not armored. It might be Modo, but considering he only has 5 CDQ, huh?
I don't think so. I think.
Yeah, no. Considering he has 5 CDQs and doesn't deploy anymore, it's he upvets them, so that's where they get the veterancy from.
You can get PGZ95s on Moto anyway.
Oh, that's true. So yeah. Unspec. Is that what do they cost? 70 points. It's like 350. That's another 350. So yeah, that's all the points, I think.
It's just, I think this is just gonna be straight tank rush through mid. Not even a single squad of like infantry.
Yeah, but not a second CV either.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be risky. Even his infantry is in a ground transport, so it's not like he can even fly something in there quickly.
But unless I'm blind, the other player also doesn't have a second CV. Hello? What's going on? I mean, like everything looked so standard on the other guy's side, but I don't think I see a CV.
What is this? The SM82 M60 PM. I don't think I've seen this before.
That is the Yugo mortar. Oh, he's playing probably Yugoslavia, not Entente then. I think, or do you see any Czech unit? I don't.
No, I don't see any Czech units. I don't see any Polish units either. I don't know. I don't know. This looks like Yugo, I think. Yeah. But I mean, we are underway. This is gonna be strange. I mean, I guess not having the second CV might even be a good thing for him if once he spots this rush, just so he can have more shit just down the middle. But he honestly doesn't have much in the way of armor. It's almost all infantry. So one M94A VHOR, which will be nice, but he does need to take care because if all these tanks just fast move through, they're just gonna overwhelm it. So yeah, he needs to keep reversing.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, the infantry, the AFVs, IPCs, probably gonna get killed first, and then to even be able to penetrate the VHOR, they have to basically drive by the infantry, the tanks. So not gonna be too easy.
Well, you gotta keep in mind if top Oda Pops is intelligent, he can just move his IVs a bit up above the elevation of the main road and unload the 3-stack of proletariat and such in the forest. That way, if the tanks just keep fast moving through, they're just gonna get completely sideshot and rear shot by a bunch of AT weapons. It looks like most of the infantry is actually going through Foxtrot into Delta and Echo, so they won't even be able to be used in this situation.
Yeah,
he still doesn't see anything like this. This is why, like, if you don't see anything in Delta and Echo, you should just rush the Hera as far forward as possible, because like there's no use in preserving this recon healer, right? It's only there to get you information. He's actually sending a healer CV to cap into Foxtrot now. So if you don't see anything, you just rush it. Like you just move it until you see something, or until it dies, basically.
Yeah. At first I thought he's moving down the Hera to the south to spot whether the helicopter is moving down, but he's just putting it in a defensive position. Not really worth it, just suicide it into your opponent, like really, if you don't spot anything. Because knowing where the enemy comes is just...
Greyhound just saw everything, so he knows what's coming.
And now, yeah, as you can see,
is
moving back to VHOR and PBs.
Yeah, but maybe this VHOR... Oh, no, the VHOR will be in time. The PBs, ideally, should just unload the infantry at the top here and then move them into this forest ledge. That'd be a really nice move. Jace H7 actually coming in.
That might be really deadly.
Yeah. Well, even if he hits the front armor, it'd be well worth it, because then he would just need 1 or 2 shots from the fast-moving tanks to take out them.
Mortar is aiming.
9-4,
but it's gonna be too late.
I think he's trying to smoke, but it's not gonna be in time.
Oh, and the firing computer reset. Oh.
No.
got one of the PGCs though, which might honestly possibly be worth it more. Although Yugoslavia don't have any strong helicopters. If he was playing on Taunt, which it doesn't look like he is, then he could use Heinz
This
very
proletariat
effectively.
could be
But
nice though, but he needs to attack move down, and he's missing all the tanks.
yeah, I think he's
And
just
he
killing
was-
the 5-pointer. Oh no, he actually got one of the tanks. But
These tanks aren't actually moving up. They could just easily go in and overwhelm the vehicle. He'd even get the Sava too.
got two Gammas,
Surprised
but
why isn't he going for this? Like he could just move up a bit. I guess he just really wants to rush the spawn, but even then, you can just like split off a 2-stack or something and just kill the vehicle. It's on 1 HP, it can't even fight back. The Gammas will actually be nice here, 24 AP.
yeah, but the PGC. Oh, PGC is actually firing at a different. Oh no, now I think they only got one tank, I believe.
Yeah, well the problem there is that he literally just right-clicked all the way through, and they just got stunned out and killed even by just the MGs on the tanks. JH7 will go down to the servicer.
84A.
Like not picking up that vehicle was just such a big mistake.
Yeah, as we can see, the game will go 42 minutes, so we will probably see a lot more of that VHOR.
Yeah, he's actually buying a tank PGZ 95 for his base now. I understand why this replay is titled WTF now. I think 5-star to make a good call here.
Yep.
But what I assume is just gonna happen is that these tanks are gonna come in to a hotel, kill the CV, and then they're just gonna get stuck there almost because everything behind is just capped, and top the pops can still just reinforce from Foxtrot.
Yeah, but again, rookie mistake here. A lot of the units are now just not doing anything from top to top. He could just cap Bravo and put pressure onto Alpha. But he's just not doing anything, just...
In this kind of situation, it's just like not even worth it to try and defend your spawn here, just because of the overwhelming massive units. You bought an M84 and 2 Igmans, and they just died for nothing in return, you know?
Yeah, or instead
Might
buy
as well
some
just
Padobranci or...
spend that 300 points, you know, just use it from Foxtrot and try to cap everything on the map, or even just like put landmines of proletariat around these forests here when the tanks are obviously going to have to move back and try to get something done. CV will go down here.
Yeah, or just immediately just move back the CV. You know there's just tracked stuff. You know there's no other CV coming, so you could just fast move it away. It's faster than the tanks, and then the tanks just drive there and do nothing. But
it's gonna be strange from now on. I assume it's
yeah,
just gonna move down south into Foxtrot. Maybe it's gonna try and block off the spawn. But the Hera will be here. The Hera's actually positioned in a good place right now because then he'll see where the tank's actually going. So that's actually a decent place to put the Hera, I think. He really needs to repair this vehicle though.
yeah, he hasn't bought anything so far in his second spawn, which is again, you know, he bought something in hotel. I don't think he killed I think he killed one tank. Yeah, he killed one tank, lost about 200 points of units, which wasn't really worth it. He was gonna lose the CV either way, so now he's buying a supply track for the VHOR. The VHOR also
Good move to get that Padobranci into Bravo though. Like that was a bit overdue. And just put the OT here, then maybe move the Padobranci into the town. That will have a decent coverage. And my one trying to come into spot. But honestly, like I say Ho had no real reason to give up Bravo. He could have just put some really token defenses in there and he would have probably been fine. Oh, I like this. Capping Bravo from our Yugo play here. This is the correct move, I think.
Yeah. Probably should have done that even earlier, instead of buying the tanks. Or just trying to...
I think these drugs in Foxtrot can't actually fire down this elevation.
Oh no, apparently they can.
Huh, I wouldn't have expected that, honestly.
Yeah, sometimes the whole line of sight thing is awkward, but...
Yeah, the losing vision as the ZTQs keep fast moving. So
when Sava will die, he should move the Sava down.
Padobranci would have been better here.
These drugs were probably just left over from the opener, but the the PGC 95 is actually still in Houghton, so the Gamma should be able to pick off all the CTQs really.
Well, even the drugs, just because they're moving so close in.
But the drugs might just die after the first shots. Or maybe not.
The problem here is that the ZTQs were focusing on the Sava, and even then they're just moving up one by one, and then they even need to reorient their turrets to fire. No, they're gonna go down. That goes to the other one. Actually, no. The MG. Wow.
But the Gammas and the other drugs will just finish them off. No problem.
I wonder why he kept all these ETZs and even the PGZ in spawn. He just wants to deny it for as long as possible.
Yeah, I'd say so. But not having a PGC there is, as you can see, really bad. And the other CTQ just outside of Foxtrot, I don't think it's doing much. I mean, yeah, it stops like a CV from coming back or reinforcements into a hotel, but at this point, do you even want hotel anymore? I think you would just want to. You don't even need hotel as long as the enemy doesn't cap hotel. You just don't
Look
need
at
it.
this line of tags just sitting in alpha. There's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 7 ZTZ 88B is just.
It's kind of funny that I say ho is actually the sergeant major and Toboda Pops is the private. You'd assume otherwise if you saw that match here. Yeah, now he looks like he's finally engaging with the CTC-88Bs into Bravo, actually doing something with them, but he's just lacking all the support units.
You know what I'm wondering, right? Does this guy even have infantry in his deck? Because I haven't seen a single squad except
That
this
is
rank one
actually a good question. Maybe this is just, some players. Oh, I mean, he has Lee Ren. We saw Lee Ren, but
there.
you
No,
know
yeah,
how
but that's
some.
on the recon tab, right?
Yeah, you know how some players just want to play ranked fully with G's where they don't even fill the entire deck. Just like heal rushers only filling the helicopter tab and nothing else. Maybe this is a similar deck where he just puts in the CDC 88s, the recon tanks, the PGCs, and the Liran, I guess.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it, right?
Oh
Every
no!
good cheese. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
what infantry?
yeah, it's a fist squad, but I mean it's a start, right?
Yeah. Like,
Gotta.
see, this guy is such a poor tank rusher though. Like any good tank rush needs at least 20 squads of Zanshi supporting it at the
Why?
front.
Yeah, and if only your reservists came in track transports, that
Exactly.
would have been perfect.
Is this even? I think this might even be a China deck. Is there any North Korean units? Have you seen any North Korean
No,
units?
not like you need any. Maybe to Forbes North. No, it looks like. I mean, it could be a China
What
deck,
do you,
yeah.
yeah, it looks like one.
I mean, other than the
Also
T90S and
Chinese.
maybe something here and there, it's not a
The
huge deal.
T52D, man. The Gazelle
Oh,
is
true,
actually
true.
running away. He loaded it up and he's just running away. He's not even gonna try and defend this.
Yeah,
An interesting
yeah.
decision.
Yeah, considering he can't really cap Hotel, probably not the best idea. There's also no two-pointer. So it probably would have been best if he just let it stay there until it died and spawned units until then.
Yeah, like I mean, he could have spawned in like some sort of heavy medium, like 130 point VO, just clear all this up.
Yeah.
Because he has the proletariat here, he can just tack him into the frost. And Pat Brancy would have gotten some nice work done if he wasn't a retard and missed. But TY90 actually coming out, which is really, really strange. I guess it's to counter the Gamma, but
I don't know.
he was
Maybe
really expecting from Yugo. Maybe he thinks he's on taunt and straight of MI35?
I have no idea. I mean, I guess Gamma could be the reason, but he has a PGC there. Maybe he wanted to hunt down the Gazelle with the CV or prevent it from getting back in there. I have no idea. I mean, I would love to tell you, but unfortunately, we can't see into the minds of these players.
Unfortunately, indeed. This proletariat will get some really nice work done, though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Unless they're just not moving.
Yeah. This is this guy's problem. Like he sees stuff.
He's
And
actually
oh, Aw. TY90.
but he still got it.
The
And the
proletariat.
T190 didn't even finish it. I mean, that's very small size for you. I think very small size.
That's hilarious.
I think it acts like 10% ECM or 15% ECM if I'm not wrong. But it is very hilarious.
People underestimate the Gamma. Like the 24 AP is nothing to laugh. It takes out 2 tanks even, and well, basically took out the TY90. But like this guy, I was saying, this guy's problem was like he sees units like move past, and he sees like these positions where he can get these really nice side and rear shots, but he doesn't actually move his infantry down. He just keeps it there. So that was like it worked out because he had the Gamma, but that was kind of a missed opportunity there anyway. Looks
Yeah.
like Seiho is actually going to recap Bravo though with his infantry CV, though he doesn't know these 2-stack proletariat here, so if he moves that into the town, he could easily just lose it.
Meanwhile, the Gazelle is on the bottom right. I think he really does want to go for a hotel, though he needs more than that Igman there to deal with all this.
This Eggman, did he just sneak all the way through the forest?
I think he originally fast moved it a bit. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure. I mean, maybe he just wants to go through the forest and just really make sure there's nothing in that. But I don't think, even if he gets lucky, he shouldn't be able to finish it off. And I think the CDC-80A must have even spotted it for a split second because it's showing the front armor towards the Eggman.
Proletariat do take out the ZDZ-88A. There's only the series just alone here. Is he actually gonna fast move in? Okay, no, he's going to the
No.
forest. That's the good call. Just wondering if it looked like he was going to go into the town. This guy's he's buying nothing but ZDZ-88.
And yeah, and the other guy's just buying nothing but infantry. Oh no, now he buys a recon tank. But he really should move up the M91A finally. It's
Wait,
doing
I'm
nothing.
wondering, what? Okay, the vehicle's in mid. I was wondering.
Yeah, it was a goal for quite a long time.
Yeah, the 88A is gonna finish off the Eggman here.
Yeah.
Let's take it down. I just find it interesting. This guy, I think he ran out of 88As, so he's just been spamming 88Bs for the past few minutes.
Oh, I didn't even notice that those are 88Bs, not 88As. Just saw the 88 and was assuming it's the same thing. He has Legion or Legion, no, only Legion 90 in Ceiling Ace, can only be the 90s one. Because the base ones don't come in that. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, typically you don't want to take napalm infantry, especially in expensive transports, because even if you drop them somewhere, they can't. The problem is with napalm launchers, they can't operate by themselves, so there's no point in dropping them, because they're not self-sufficient, so they're gonna be slow just because you need to support them. So there's no reason to take them in anything faster, generally.
And against Yugoslavia, it's even double worse because pretty much every Yugoslavian infantry comes in some sort of IV or APC that can just fight on its own. Maybe with the exception of the TAP 71. So Legion 90 will just
do some decent work with the KPVT, you'd imagine. Just the fact that napalm launchers are so crap.
But yeah, Iceho is actually ticking now. Whereas Jesus Christ, top of the pops. He bought 2 Paderbrands Auto, so he's definitely determined to get that back. He's now moving the Gazella to Echo with the CB. By the looks of it, I'm not sure.
He really seems very he doesn't really know what he wants to do with this Gazella. He seems really indecisive here. I assume he's just gonna go cap Echo. Proletariat is just gonna get melted by this CTZ-88B as they move up. 3. Oh, it's only 3 HE. I thought it was 4 HE for some reason. But the V-Horse should clear this out easily.
Yeah.
Tanka Sasha aren't gonna make it into this building before the Paderbrands beat them. The V-Horse just gonna wipe. Oh! Okay.
Not a side shot. They missed and it wouldn't have been a side shot anyways. Yeah. And he's gonna take it.
For a second, I thought those were the beyond the scale.
Yeah, that definitely would have left a mark if they had, and I don't think they would have missed as well. Another CDC gets killed.
He's just losing tanks left and right here. This V-Horse is completely unchallenged. Maybe this is like an 85 stack. Wait, no, it can't be.
Oh, the 88 is Cat C, I think, and the PJC 95, yeah. No, I think it's just an unspec China deck.
Yeah. Just a really weird unspec China deck.
I mean, the 88s are not bad, but...
The 88As are okay, but the 88Bs I think are kind of underwhelming.
They are okay. I think they're basically a Leopard 105. But for 5 points less, you lose 1 rate of fire. That's fine.
And you don't have the autoloader.
Who doesn't have the autoloader? No, neither of them has an autoloader, I think.
Sure? I thought the Leo had an autoloader.
No, Leo 1 does definitely not have an autoloader. CDC 88... Yeah. CDC 88, I don't think he has one either. JH7 coming in, but he has just no line of sight.
Definitely doesn't. Because I remember Mike convinced me to try out the 88A. He was like, "Oh, it's like the T80, it has an autoloader," and then we found out it doesn't have an autoloader.
Oh, it would have been. But even then, it wouldn't have quite been the same with only 12 armor instead of 13. That's a big difference.
For sure.
And I mean, why would you take in your deck a 60-point and a 70-point tank on top of the 70-point recon tank? It's just a weird deck.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe it was 85s. Maybe like these were the best tanks he had. But
J7H up-vetted. you gotta get that accuracy on the bombs.
No, you know how like bombs in this game track, right? So if you right click on something, it's gonna be more accurate.
Just
never thought of that one, did you?
Just stop.
You thought you were a top tier player, but no.
I'm
The Pops
I
is getting wrecked.
top. No, I say Ho should just cast instead of me, and I should have played instead of his. That's true.
Z9A isn't gonna last long if it flies over the mountain of Savannah. Yeah. G's against healers just so strong nowadays.
Gun is
It
good,
actually isn't good.
but
This thing, oh no, it's an elite Z9A, so it doesn't even get stunned out.
yeah,
I
but
like the lead gen defending the CV. That's that's an interesting choice.
gotta protect it from a recon vehicle driving up. You know, it's certainly gonna go well.
Like, this game is just kind of slowing to a crawl. ZTZ-88B, PGZ-95. I like the ZTZ-88B at the back of the spawn, just in case some tank sneaks around and starts sniping his units as they come in, you know?
Yeah, you gotta really get that T-55 with the supply truck to drive around the whole map to get there, taking 15 minutes. Gotta prepare for that.
Hotel could be really nice. The Igman with the Patabrancy should be enough to clear out Hotel at
Yeah,
least.
easily.
Just buy a CV for that.
I think if he
Because
got
almost everything's damaged.
if he got a bit lucky, honestly, just one Igman could be right if he always gets the first shot, because he can just one-shot everything. Yeah, no problem. And then he can easily get a CV in there. They're still at CTQ just guarding something.
I mean, that thing could be nice if he just buys a lot of stuff that comes in through mid, but everything will just spawn in Foxtrot anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, so
he
yeah,
just has
tanks get
to
wiped.
just get some defenses for Hotel, and the CTQ just most likely won't do anything, even if it drives back. Yeah, I just bought the Gazelle with the CV in it. JH7 and no, two JH7s actually. But one Greyhound. No AA to be seen.
PGZ
Oh no.
actually completely wrecking one of the Patabrancy squads, though it does go down to the Igman here. The ZDZ-9A all the way at the back of Hotel might actually be nice, though.
Oh yeah.
The J7H is on. Okay, he's bombing out the Patabrancy this time. Should clear them out.
No.
Wow, lands right on them and only does half damage. That's kind of surprising.
Well, I mean, towns do reduce damage to I think 30%, to 30 or
Yeah,
40%. So
70. Yeah. He's
another one.
just spamming bombers at this point. Well, I don't
I
know
mean,
about spam, but
that's some. I mean, he
him, so he can just keep coming in, you know.
he only gets 2 of them anyways, since he's upvetting them.
Exactly. Because they're upvetted, they reload faster. You know, it's just some hidden mechanic we don't know.
Oh shit.
That would actually not be a bad idea. Now that I think about
It
it.
would be interesting. That's for sure. Yeah. Although it might be a bit.
Reason to upvet your bombers.
Yeah. But then again, it might just make ATGM planes and something along those lines a bit strong. SU-27M, and yeah, not sure if you want that.
No worries, dude. As long as you play the Faustman and Balance mod, there's no problems with the SU-27M. So Patabrancy here actually might just take out the ZDZ-88A here.
Yeah, it's shooting. It's shooting at the CV though, or the helicopter.
Oh, he just needs one more shot.
Oh, the Patabrancy are aiming though.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think the CV was just not spotted because of the stealth.
Yeah, he saw the helicopter but not the CV. So. I was thinking maybe the helicopter would actually just crash on it, but since it was flying, it just exploded next to it.
Although he could just technically fly around with a J7. I don't think Top of the Poppers would spot that even.
I like this. It's like, oh my god, no, he actually bought some more infantry. He bought some ZSD-90s.
Oh shit, that also got either Lucian Dewey or Sunshine 85.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Rani Savannah picked up.
Kind of like slowed down here, but it's just ZDZ-88B after ZDZ-88B after ZDZ-88B.
CV tank for Echo. Another new unit we haven't seen yet.
I think this is one like the really bad tank too.
No, he has only one. There's only one type. Well, define bad.
Is it one top arm or two top arm?
2.
I think it's one. Oh, okay, it's 2. It's not that bad then.
Yeah, for 135 it's actually a really good tank. J7H and 2 J7s going for those Marani Savannah that kill the CGZ at the bottom.
I mean, they're
easily
gonna
get them. Yeah.
Sav isn't even firing.
With that accuracy, then. Yeah, Sava's fairly far away.
Well, I mean, you think Top the Hubs is just kind of playing this out, I guess. I'm always kind of disappointed to see when people get an advantage, they just sit on it. This is just, I don't know. It makes sense, sure, but it's just so boring to watch, you know? Like
Yeah,
people
it
just
is.
sitting on advantage for this long. I mean, especially since he knows, right? He knows that like this is some weird ass cheesy opening. You should be able to just go for it. But he's kind of like just let I say ho just take a bunch of the map back for no real purpose. Two JH7s too. Might even
Ooh,
take up.
that was
He really
very
needs
lucky.
more AA.
Oh,
He
the
has two Bobs behind.
mm,
Is that a side shot? No, no, it wasn't.
no, all four hit. I mean, even if it was all four of them hit, for a second I was wondering how he spotted it, but he had that MI1 there. That was very lucky.
Yeah, but it doesn't make much of a difference. The 88Bs are just gonna picked off by the drugs here.
If they had,
Except yeah, they'd miss, but there's plenty
and
of
he,
drugs
yeah,
left, so
and
no
there's still
pressure.
that M84AN. But even then, the J7s are still alive. No, the J7's coming in again.
But the 88B's already dead. He's got 3, 4 more coming in. I really want. He must have 2 cards of these at this point, right?
Maybe one card. Are they prototyped? I think one of those 88s are prototyped. No, it's not. I mean, he
No,
has a
the
good availability bonus
88B
with
is.
China. It's the
Actually
CV.
takes out the CV. Yeah, and the J7Hs actually aren't going down at all, but the ZZB 88B is definitely well, the M84. But I
Yeah,
shouldn't
maybe 4
manage to
should
get
win
the
with the
kill on him.
autoloader. Yeah. L18 circling there. JH7 already
Well,
ready
that's a good
again.
call.
Now he should at least pick
Yeah,
off
look, the veteran C
one.
is playing. Yeah, you will. The
No, he's
J7s are
circling.
even.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Just a bit of a miss micro though. You always gotta make sure you see the angle of your plane properly.
And don't forget
This
to
is
give an
2
attack
Pragas,
move.
a Spadbov, 2 Igmans, a Patavrancy, and a Heron base just sitting there. Jesus Christ, talk about base defense. I don't think your base defense against Putin was even this excessive.
No, never. Although, I mean, I wouldn't buy tanks or base defense, to be honest.
Well, what if he sneaks a UK in then?
Honestly, that's not even too far-fetched.
No, it isn't.
Saba, finally, maybe? Gets one hit.
No.
Oh, the L18 might be able to finish. No. Ah, he would have hit it. There was that small explosion in the air.
Yeah, that's always the weird thing with the way evac animations work is that sometimes it shows that your missiles actually hit, but the plane evacs just before that by like a millisecond, so it shows the animation, the missile hitting. The plane is actually still alive.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes there's a tiny window where you see the animation where it hits. The plane doesn't crash, but the plane is still dead. It just happens very rarely, but that can also happen. It's just sometimes it's mildly infuriating. The
I
CTC
think the
88s?
worst
No.
thing that ever happened was it happened to an SU-25T for me once. I was playing against like Nande.
Oh, that is. It happened to me with an SE27M against Greyhound.
I mean, it's Greyhound. What do you expect?
Yeah, true.
Speaking of Greyhounds, the Greyhounds side-shotting the 88B once, but then
Dealing
just
one
dying.
damage.
One
15
whole damage.
points. 15 points for one damage on a 60-point tank. I don't think that's quite worth it. But the 88 is effectively uncontested at the moment since the M84A is repairing. And those
Don't
M60s
worry,
are just gonna
another
get
Gamma's coming in.
one shot.
I
Oh!
this Gamma's uncontested. The Gammas have actually done so much work this game too.
Yeah, because PGC 95 is so far in the bag and
Wait, does it actually one-shot them at
mm-hmm.
front armor?
24
Wow.
AP versus 8 armor. 10 armor. Oh yeah, versus 10 armor it's just enough to one shot.
So these Gammas like the perfect counter. I didn't think I'd ever say that.
I mean, yeah. The thing with the Gamma is, I think against a decent player, they're just generally not worth it, because the ATGMs are fairly short ranged. But, you know, as we can see, against these cheesy kind of players who just generally don't have the micro, apparently, as we can
I don't
see.
even know if I can call this cheesy. It's just.
I mean, the opener was cheesy.
cheesy, but the deck is like, it's just bad.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say. I mean, the units itself he's using are not necessarily bad, other than the Legion 90.
Composition is bad. I actually just want to go in and look at his deck to see if he actually has any like 80-point plus tank. And if he does, I want to shake his head and ask him why he isn't buying any.
I mean, there can only be one more expensive tank, and that's the 85-3. If he's in fact using
Yeah,
China and not Red Dragons.
that would in fact be nice. No, he's definitely using China. He hasn't seen a single
I
plane.
mean,
This
that
is
doesn't.
China versus Yugo.
Yeah, maybe he has the T90S or something as his only North Korean unit. You never know.
L15M might be nicer if he's on target.
But it's gonna get killed. And was slightly off target. What was that? M94AN?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Drugs getting resupplied and there's a V-hole coming up though, so these ZDZBs are not gonna last very long, even dying, getting shot at by the Proletariat.
Yeah, Proletariat panicked though, so they won't hit too much. And they hit with the second shot. First shot.
No, this range, even if they're panicked.
H7 or a
60
vehicle?
Ps might even be able to take care of the ZDZ actually. Except they die to the ATG.
Well, one of them did. And the Sava is just missing. Oh no, it actually killed one of them.
No, the 60V actually killed it, yeah, nice. Recoilless rifles just kill a tank.
Oh, this recoilless rifle killed the tank?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, at the same time, a Sava also killed the JH7. I don't know why he bought an HQ61A. He only saw one L15M and an ASF, and against an ASF we don't necessarily need the HQ61. Just he has more 88As. Just as we thought he ran out.
This has to be 2 cards. No, it isn't.
Oh, the CV tank might die here. Oh no. Getting down to 7 HP though.
Does some decent damage though. You can just move this Proletariat up and he has a V-hole right here. Like, there's nothing to defend this anyway.
CC. The CCC just casually shooting at the APC. And the CTQ is still sitting there in the back between Fox and Auto, just waiting for something to drive by. But I'm afraid nothing will happen.
Top the Pops is trying to smoke his tanks, but it's always like, his smoke always comes way too late. You need to kind of like pre-smoke the destination you're going to, instead of smoking where your tank is and then moving really far up, because then the smoke is just kind of useless.
Yeah. Sava probably failing
Oh,
again.
these
Oh, hit
just
once.
Refused to hit.
One J7 finally goes down.
Oh, you shouldn't have evac'd. He could have chased out while he kills it anyway.
Two
But
J7s
he still
down.
had 2 more missiles. Like, people make this mistake often where they like when they kill one plane, they just instantly evac their ASF. But if you have more missiles, just go for the second one.
Yeah, in most scenarios that's the correct call. Definitely. But top of the Pops is now he finally buys another CV. He's not buying a lot of CVs over the course of this game, considering how much ground he has or had. Just very, very conservative with nearly all of his units, really.
Yeah, it's strange to see Iceho actually ticking. Like even in the Foxtrot, the defense, the Men of Zvana, 2 Spatbobs, a Greyhound, a Galma behind. Like I guess he just really doesn't want to get cheesed again. But honestly, what's a China deck gonna do?
They don't even get Heinz.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he could always playing against Red Dragons, but
Yeah, that's true.
maybe that's the strat: a failed tank rush at the start, and then just massive Heinz the last 10 minutes and win. Like Mr. Kim, you know.
like Mr. Kim. Oh, I remember Mr. Kim.
Yeah, every time he would start losing, he'd just start massing Heinz.
That sounds a lot like Putin as well, though.
Yeah, no, Putin doesn't mass Heinz, he masses rocket planes. Kilos, even. And then
Well,
SU-25D, and then Heinz behind them.
Yeah, true. MR24 VPs are still Heinz.
Are they?
Yeah, MR24s. All MR24s are Heinz.
Oh, well, you know what? I learn something new every day. Viejo might go...
No line of sight.
He had line of sight until the very end, and this JH is just gonna...
No, the VHO just was probably shown as spotted because it just fired, but it wasn't actually spotted.
I like how the ZTQ is just sitting behind enemy lines the whole game doing nothing.
Yeah, it's waiting, like, Shu is waiting a long time, but I don't think he will see any more units. Does he even spot a Hera? I don't think so, right?
No, I don't
No,
think
it doesn't spot anything.
He spots the planes coming in at least.
I mean, he probably does.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
So that's,
like
that's something, but...
It's like putting a cannon behind the enemy spawn, you know? 888 even misses the V-horns, just gonna go down here.
Tank Sasso shooting at it, but...
Tank. Curse. And from this range,
Cool.
this is just gonna be 1 damage at best.
Yeah.
It's a shame, like, these units used to be really, really nice when Soviet was the meta, but now they're just completely...
Just in 1 versus 1, WC 551s and those, and the opener just would fuck all the 2 armor, all the BTR 90 spam and BRDM 3 spam that you would see. And with the heaviest tank being like a T-70 to B1, the CTQ 61G in the forest would also just easily deal with that. Those were the times, man. And the heaviest tank you saw in ranked was an 85-point tank. And now you see even people starting with up to 3 super heavy sometimes. Rarely, but I've seen it and experienced it.
I've seen it too, from random mostly, actually. Back when
I
just
even lost
started.
that game.
Yeah, I did too. He opened with 3 Madonnas on
Mudfight?
Mudfight. No,
Yeah.
no, not Mudfight.
Not?
No, Paddyfield.
Oh, okay, against me it was on Mudfight.
Oh,
Phase
the 3
7.
super heavy start was very common in Mudfight from my experience, just because so much open field and just use smoke.
Yeah, and you can't really get punished too much by having not a lot on your flank, since the map is fairly narrow and there are no 2-pointers and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Mudfight is a nice map conceptually, it just feels like it's up to the first 5 minutes so much, and everything else is just annoying.
Yeah, I think he's actually run out of 88s. He now buys an 85 2A.
Yeah, I think you're right.
L19.
It's interesting that he goes from 70-point tank to 60-point tank to 80-point tank. It's
No. But first he bought the remaining 2 70-point tanks, and then went to the 80-point tank.
The Igman's at least gonna die. The VHOR should be able to clean this up though.
Easily. L19 should secure the sky. Baby Rafale.
Why is it called that anyway?
Because it's basically a Rafale that's a bit smaller. I think it has only
Actually,
one.
the VHOR's gonna go down here because maybe.
Oh
not.
no, he's retreating.
It's the one that's firing. The other one wasn't actually firing. And this one's just gonna die through the Igman. The autoloader really helps in these kinds of engagements. It's always so important to get the first shot off.
None of them have an autoloader though.
Oh my fucking god, just shut up!
None of the T-55s have an autoloader. The 85 2A has an autoloader though. That's coming up.
Oh my god.
And
you know what this game needs? It needs something on the stat card so I can stop making a fool out of myself. Jesus Christ. Every time I say something has an autoloader, it doesn't have an autoloader. Every time I say something doesn't have an autoloader, it has an autoloader.
Sava's actually killing something.
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah, really nice. Really important to have that autoloader on the Sava so we can fire these shots off, you know?
I don't think in the game. Oh no, actually, yeah. Technically, those 4 shots that shoots, technically they are autoloaded from the game's mechanic perspective.
See, I do know what I'm talking about.
But after those 4 shots, it basically has to manually reload, I believe.
Yeah, it does.
Although I'm not sure if those 10 seconds
to see
are.
that Echo is still under control of I say Ho, but the pops is finally ticking at +2.
Yeah, but I mean,
Boyan, Sava, Bob, Gazella, a bunch of you. No, I mean the defenses at the top are pretty decent, and it's just cold. I think he's 85 2A is his only tank left now.
Or he just buys them until he arrives at the 85 3 finally.
Like I said, it's an interesting progression. It's like one of those RPGs, you know.
Yeah, you just slowly rank up.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like the enemies get progressively harder.
I see.
88A boss, Tortik, you kill the 88A boss, you kill the 88B boss, another 85 2A boss is coming in the last 5 minutes to try and get something done. PH7 coming in.
I missed that unit. That thing used to have like 7 or 8 HE.
Oh my god, the Igman's gonna kill the 85 2A.
Oh, the 85 2A has a bad rate of fire and it was shooting at something else.
Nah, but the firing computer reset just finishes it off.
Yeah, but the PHC-8, it used to be a cool unit. Well, arguably too strong, but that was a long time ago. I'm not sure if it was only in beta or just shortly after release as well, where it used to have like 7 or 8 HE, basically being like a worse Buratino, but also cheaper.
Much cheaper. Like, there was this period in Red Dragon beta where Red Dragons were just completely broken. I remember this, like, I forgot what it was. It's like the 15-20% autocannon fire support things with the tanker, and the infantry was insane. That's what I
And
remember.
the Strela buses, I think they had like 12 shots
Oh, that's
for a
right. Yeah.
ridiculously low price. Honestly, I think I'm not sure if it's possible, and I think with the DLCs and the new maps, I don't think it's possible to just load up the old files and just put them into the new folder and see how exactly the
Well,
meta was back then.
theoretically, if you had someone who never updated since the beta and just went
Yeah,
offline mode, right?
technically, yeah.
Maybe someone like that exists.
Or
I
maybe
mean,
if you had
considering
like,
I have like 70 people on my friends list that own Wargame, maybe one of them just like never played. Because that'd be interesting, actually.
oh yeah,
You
I'd
know?
really, I mean, we should be able to look at the stats at least with Fadeways too. Hopefully, maybe
Oh
that's
yeah, that's a
possible.
good point.
But
You know what though? I'm wondering if you load up a beta game in offline mode, but you can still log into UGen systems, right? Like you can still log into your UGen account. That's not tied to Steam being offline.
yeah, yeah,
So could you maybe theoretically actually play a game on the beta version?
it should technically be possible, I would say.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. Back when
Oh,
the P was
oh,
an 80 gem
I
plane.
think I think he ran out of 85 to ace. He bought an 85-3.
Look at this, it's the RPG progression. The boss is coming out, but he's not even gonna have enough time to come
But
into the front.
but apparently the game immediately started for him like fighting against, I don't know, skeletons or dogs. He never played against had to fight against the 15-point tanks, the rats or something fight
Yeah,
against at
exactly.
the start.
Maybe it's like one of those pre-constructed D&D campaigns where you start at level 7, you know?
I see.
Tortique.
Oh, nobody will get this, but who cares?
I mean, nobody gets anything we say, so
That's
it's
true.
fine, I think. M84
M84
behind of Echo. Like, Echo's just completely empty. You always see this with these newer players. The
Yeah,
likes of
true, but
ZTQ 62G
mhm.
is still sitting here. Has it even fired around? Oh, okay, it's fired a few
Yeah, yeah,
times.
but it was only at the start, right? When he
Yeah,
just
yeah, but
moved
still.
down the road.
Vihor easily cleans up the ZDZ. HJ8 coming in a second PH70. Oh, wait, this is the first one, never mind.
Yeah, it's the first one.
But the
But
game ends in 3, 2, 1, New Year's, and it's over.
yeah,
So,
like
I say ho with a good KD. I don't think I'm really surprised by that one.
I mean, again, like I said, it kind of felt like Top of the Pops was like the sergeant major, and I say how the private by how they played. It really
I'm just
seems like maybe I say Hook plays a cheesy deck every time and just got lucky and got, I don't know, petty field and stuff like that where this just works. But on Highway and on Nuclear Winter as well, the spawns are just so far away that it's really hard to actually pull this off and win the game.
especially when there are two spawns, you
I
know,
mean,
like
I mean, Top of the Pops didn't start with the 2 pointers, second spawns here, which I still don't understand.
I doubt he expected that one though.
No.
It's just a weird game, just a strange ass game. There was a lot of downtime, but I think there was some
Mm.
interesting moments. I liked the start, I liked the opening, but even for a tank rush, that was really sloppily executed. Not finishing off the
Yeah.
V4, not splitting up, moving the PGZs in front, not having like 20 Zanshi to screen for his tanks. That's just a rookie mistake. You should never play tank centric playstyle
Do
without 20 Zanshi up front. You know.
do we even want to teach people how to properly cheese?
You say that, but every time we see a hero rush, we complain about how it's a poorly executed one.
That's
So,
true.
you know, if you want to cheese, do it properly. That's what I say. At least have the respect to do it properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we should get Putin to co-cast one of these. He should be able
Oh
to play
yeah,
this.
he got like he probably
He should
knows
be able to
all the
pull
hidden
this.
stats regarding AA and rocket pods and
No,
all that
just
kind of
what
stuff.
we should do is do a Karagov special, right, with nothing but Karagov games, and just get Poon to commentate each one and tell Karagov what he did wrong. And then maybe we can finally see that fated Karagov win.
I mean, we still haven't seen Karagoth win.
No, he even put a bounty out of what, $10, I think, 5-star R9? Well, maybe there has been a Karagoth win sent out, but you know, we had like a 3-month hiatus, so Maybe we just haven't gotten to it yet, and some poor bastard's just been waiting for his money all this time, starving to death.
That we have to control though that nobody fakes being Karagoth or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. That's what I was telling Fire. That maybe because we already have so many Karagoth imposters, you know.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, I think that was enough for this time. We know this was maybe sometimes at times a slow game, but I still enjoyed it somewhat. So hope to see you guys in the next Private Purgatory, which will have a different set of casters. Wink, wink.
Yeah, who's next even? I don't know. Is that Fire and me or
I don't
you?
know.
We
We'll
just
figure
gotta
it out.
we will see.
Okay, see you guys.
See you guys.